I'm Joe,
And I'm Ben.
and we're the Bourbon Boys. Let's pour a glass. All right, welcome back to Bourbon Boys. Thanks for joining us today. We got a double banger today. So, aren't these beautiful bottles?
Awesome looking.
This is Yellowstone single barrel picks. So, these are Ohio picks.
Yep. OHOQ.
Right. We got these a while ago, end of last summer.
Yeah.
They've been sitting on our shelves. They just look how dark and
so nice.
I mean, a part of that I think might be the black labels, just give it that dark color, but it just looks delicious.
Looks great.
Pretty sitting on the shelf, which doesn't have anything to do with the flavor. But we've kind of been, I don't know why we've been putting this off.
I know, we have been putting it off.
I don't know why, but we have. But the Yellowstone, I'm going to start opening this up here as we're talking.
Good idea.
Is an old company dating back to like the late 1800s, like 1880, I think. Started by a guy named J.D. Dant, which is the son of J.W. Dant, which is history, and also in conjunction with a Beam guy who I guess now a Beam owns or is part owner. I believe his name is on here actually. Stephen B. Beam, which is a member of the legendary Beam family. But this is bottled. I believe this is Barton juice. Actually, it's sourced, but they bottle it in Lebanon, Kentucky, from Limestone Branch, which, in conjunction or it's part of or subsidiary owned by Luxco. It's a Luxco product essentially, which the Stephen Beam is a part owner of, along with some other people. So it's got a long history. But this is 109 proof, and this one's 115 proof. So these are two single barrels, but they are, and we got them at the same time. They were done at the same time, but they're two different barrels. So kind of like this because single barrels are always different a little bit, slightly different proof. And so why don't you pour that one? We put them in different glasses here, so we'll put the 109. And we're not going to pour a heavy pour like we normally kind of like to do because this is kind of high proof, and we got two of them. And I got to go home later. So. We'll switch it. Oh, I don't know why I put the cork back in there for you, Bill. I'm sorry.
How long have we been doing this?
I don't know. A couple days. But I'm looking forward to this. I heard good things about it. Yellowstone's got their regular one, which I do have, but I haven't tried that yet either. And they have that like special release, which is like $130 or $40 and super hard to get. Which I haven't tried that either. So this is really, I think, my first.
Should we do the lower proof one first?
Just the 109 first?
109. Smells good.
I'm getting light fruits like apple-y, pears, and caramel and vanilla.
Yeah.
Sweet. It's
very
on the sweet end.
Yep.
Sweet in those like lighter fruits, and I like it. I like that.
Smells nice.
Maybe a little oak, but I'm not getting any spice on the nose. Wow. For 109, that's not, that is soft as can be.
It's very soft.
And sweet on the palate right now. Again, just like the nose, I'm getting some lighter fruits with caramel and vanilla. I mean, and just a little oak to bounce. Okay, now on the finish, I'm getting a little more, the fruits are fading. I'm getting just a little spice to finish that out.
At the end there, yep.
Overall, quite pleasant. So the 109 so far, first sip.
Pretty good.
I'm digging on that.
Not bad.
We probably should have got a little water. I didn't think to get a water to change between the two. We should have done that, but well, you know. Let's just drink it anyway.
Drink more bourbon in.
I'm getting less of a nose on the 115.
Yeah, I don't get much.
Now we know we could put these in different glasses and Glencairns and such. to get the nose better. But we kind of like putting them in the tumblers because when we go to bars, this is normally
what you get.
what we get it in. So that's
Yep.
how we like to sample it. Now, unless you go to a bourbon specific
Right.
place, but and there's more and more of those.
Yeah.
But we just went to a kind of an upscale bar over the weekend, and they served them in a tumbler.
Tumbler. Yep. Ooh. Got a little more sweetness.
I can taste this one is not as soft as that one is.
Yeah. I can
Which
taste.
is weird because that was our first sip at 109. This is 115. This one has carrying a lot more heat on it. And I think to me, that's muting the flavors a little bit. Similar flavors, but I think a little more spice. You get more fruit on that?
I just took that second sip there, and I did get that spice on there.
Isn't that weird? I mean, that's very different between the two. I mean, I know the fruit's a little different, but you would think
fairly similar.
And on a follow-up sip after we already had something.
Mm-hmm.
There's still the fruit notes, but there's more spice on
Definitely,
this one.
yeah, definitely getting the spice and the alcohol. Should we add some ice?
Sure. I'm going to hit this one more time before I add ice. I got to tell you, I like that first one better so far. Hold on. This one's, the finish is a lot longer.
It is a lot longer in this, in the 115.
It's just drinking. It's only, 6 proof points higher?
Yeah.
Which is almost the same.
Yeah,
but it drinks not, and when I say much hotter, just not. It drinks. You think you're drinking like a 114-15 on this one. This one
you can't tell with the
tastes like you're drinking 100. I just so soft on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I love the nose on this one. Isn't that weird? We always say about the single barrels, so you just never know what you're going to get on it. Got giant chunks of ice here. We need to get some smaller cubes. Been saying that for like a year and a half
How long
now.
a year?
I'm going to go into this one next. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
We were going to try to cut this shorter, but now we have two.
Got two.
I know. We noticed we're getting a little verbose in our
reviews.
I like it better with the ice.
Took away that bite.
It lets the flavors come through. I'm still getting much more spice, but the fruit's coming through more, especially on the front. But the finish this one's like all spice on the finish.
Yeah.
This one's still nice on the nose. All right. I'll tell you what. We're going to finish drinking these.
Yep.
We're going to mull this over. This is going to take a lot of thought, so we'll come back.
We'll be back.
All right. Welcome back. 2 glasses, 4 glasses, 6 glasses
Empty.
down. Oh, no. A heated battle ensued off camera. No, not really.
No.
Not really. No. We both kind of agreed. These are both really good.
Very good.
In different ways. The flavor profile on them we talk about is very similar. A lot of those light fruits and spices, and a little cinnamon spice, a little allspice if you want to get detailed about it. But in the 109, the fruit was the prominent flavor, was at the front, at least on the front of the palate, and then on the back, on the finish, the spice came to the forefront.
Yeah.
On the 115, the spice was at the front of it. And it stayed the whole time, but the fruit was in the background.
Subtle, yeah.
They flipped spots, but they both finished with spice.
Yes.
and the 115 finish was much longer.
Much longer. Yeah, I agree. And that, yeah, the 109 actually went away fairly quickly,
It
in my
wasn't,
opinion.
yeah, that spice lingered a little bit, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 109 proof, you would think that finish would be a little longer. When we added ice, I didn't really do much to the 109. I don't think for
Yeah.
me. Maybe once it muted it just a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of got to get like the right amount of ice and before it all melts.
Right, I
and
think
stuff.
we had
Yeah.
a little too much.
Yeah.
But the 115 changed it quite a bit,
That helped.
especially on the nose.
Yes, it smelled a lot
So,
sweeter.
the nose on this one was wonderful. This one wasn't that great, but as soon as we put ice in it, man, you just get all on the nose. Those fruit came through with the oak and the spice all blended, just beautiful. What
Very nice.
a wonderful nose.
Yeah.
This one had a nice nose. This one with ice had a great nose, and but it let more of the flavor come through. The alcohol was less prominent with a little bit of ice, and it was still. When I first had it out of the bottle, the spice was pretty much all I tasted. Barely getting that, but when I added the ice, you could really get the fruit in the background. The spice was still up front, but very nice. So for me personally, I think I'll just hit my mic. I like the fruit forward ones better, and that's just a personal preference. I really like this 109. This one was also good, but for me, this one was much better. And I don't think I said earlier, these were both $60. So it's $60 bottle, which isn't cheap, but it certainly isn't.
That's not breaking the bank.
No, it's not outrageous for a single barrel product of this quality. Honestly.
Yeah.
But for me, I would give this one probably a 4. I really like the flavor on this and the value. I think you're getting for $60, you're getting a $60 product on this. So I would put that right where it should be. So I'd give it the 2.5. So that's right where it is on the value. This one here, I would give this one, let's say 4. I would give this one 3, probably 3.5. It's better than average, but I just prefer the fruit forward one. And again, probably the value. I mean, it's a $60 bottle, so I'm good with the value on that one. 2.5.
2.5. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, with the 109, kind of along the same road as you. Maybe about 3.5, 4. It was really good, very sweet, those light fruits like we were talking about, and then with the value, at $60, I think is right where it needs to be. I don't think you're getting you're not getting a steal out of this.
It's not a steal.
Yeah.
No, this isn't like some kind of great bargain, but you're paying $60 and you're getting $60.
60. You would be totally sasatisfied with this. So
I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, 2.5. That's a pretty good rating right there. And kind of the same with the 115 here is 3.5, 4. I mean, they were with that ice. I think it definitely 4 for sure. Just put a little bit of ice in there to take away that bite. And value, same kind of deal. You're getting what you paid for. So 2.5.
Yep. But if you see one of these, either one, I wouldn't hesitate to pick one of these up, and you'd want to share this with some friends. But it really does go. And while we did these together, we're 2 single barrel from the same company, bottled at the same time, bought at the same time.
Yep.
Just to illustrate the difference between really one single barrels. I mean, you just never know for sure what you're going to get from them, which kind of is the fun, but is also can be a disappointment sometimes.
Right. Yeah. And the barrel numbers are only 5 apart, so I don't know if they put them close together when they could put them in different places, but
you just never know.
You just never know, and they are very different.
But all in all, I'd take a shot on one of these if you see them. That's very nice.
Yeah, pick them up.
So thanks for watching. Until next time, guys. If you have any comments, any suggestions, please let us know.
Yep.
Thanks.
See ya.